Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I thought I would sit down and do a video for you guys, and it's going to be an apology video and a correction. Get a sip of my Mootopia. It's basically the same thing as Fairlife. For all the people who keep calling me a vegan, which is really weird, I'm drinking milk on camera. From a cow. Yep, supposedly a vegan. All right, I had someone point this out. They're like, Jason, I bought fish oil and creatine and stuff years ago because you endorse them because you're honest about these things, and it kind of sucks. I waste a lot of money. It would be nice if you apologized for endorsing those products. And I thought about it for a minute, and I'm like, well, hold up. My first thought was to be defensive, be like, but I bought those things too. I thought, based upon all the available data that we had, sorry, stuff's blowing around here. Based upon all the available data that we had, that these were the handful of good supplements that work. Okay, but does that matter? In other words, if our actions and behavior were we intended to do good, but harm came from it, does it make it good? And I'm going to say probably not. I mean, the road to ruin is paved with good intentions. Are we responsible for our behavior that causes harm, even if our intents were good? Okay, but harm is caused if anyone out there bought any supplement, because we know at this point the data is showing they're pretty much worthless. They wasted their money. They lost money. They were conned by the supplement industry, and anyone bought that based on my recommendations. Now keep in mind, I don't make money on it. I do not make money on supplements. I don't sell supplements. Is it wrong? And I'm going to say, yeah, it was an unintentional wrong. So therefore, I think it's important for me to say, you know what, guys? I was wrong. I thought that I was right. I had good intentions, but I was incorrect. And people out there threw away their money on things like fish oil and creatine because I believed they were useful. And it turns out they really are. That's what the data is starting to show. Right? The newest data on creatine is showing the muscle gains at this point are probably not statistically significant, which means draws into question all that old data with older measurements. Right? It's looking like creatine may be useless. I don't take it anymore. I still have some sitting in the tub. I had some fish oil in the freezer. I took fish oil for over 20 years. Almost every day for in excess of 20 years I took fish oil. How much money have I spent over the decades on fish oil? A lot. Because I read the wrong data, and I didn't even realize that even quite a few years back, some of the top researchers said, we don't think it actually does anything helpful. Saying omega-3s, because that's the data, omega-3 fats have these benefits, but they're like, the research is showing, they're not showing it from people who supplement it, even the fish oil. Okay, people who eat walnuts, which should be an inferior omega-3 to the fish oil in theory, seem to get improved health outcomes that do not appear in the statistics for people who take fish oil. It doesn't seem to improve lipids, doesn't seem to reduce cardiovascular risk, it doesn't seem to do anything. There do not appear to be health benefits. This is what the leading researchers and experts are saying. These are our basic, most simple health supplements that all of us, or even those of us who say supplements don't really work. We've been saying this stuff, but this stuff does. These little cheap, inexpensive, they seem to work. But apparently, it's turning out even they really don't work. I mean, what are we down to? I take a few electrolytes. Like, what am I taking at this point? I take my K2 because I think there may be some heart health benefits to it. There's supplemental vitamins in some of my foods, like my milk and stuff. There's vitamin D stuff already added. That's probably enough. They throw some retinol and things in there. Eat a few vitamin fortified foods. But I throw a little potassium and sometimes some magnesium in my stuff, just for extra electrolytes, hydration when I'm in a deficit. I think there may be some mild performance benefits, possibly some blood pressure benefits, but that's about it. But I buy those bulk. I've got like a couple 1 kilo bags of magnesium and potassium citrate. I've got some potassium salts, and that's pretty much my supplement stack. I like melatonin, but the dreams get too intense for me. I haven't even been taking it. The dreams finally just got to be too much for me. I don't like the vivid dreams. I've got a debate. Is the sleep quality worth it? So where are we with it? The whole industry is looking like junk. But the point is, there are a lot of people out there who still bought those things because I, the person who says, hey, most supplements don't work, said, hey, these probably do, you should buy them. So I want to apologize to those people. Okay? I apologize to you for me being incorrect and for you wasting your money. Now, if I want to come up and say as far as bad stuff I've supposedly done online, I think that's kind of the top, because people lost money, okay, on my recommendations. That's actually a negative. It's one thing to say, oh, you may have hurt someone's feelings. Yeah, that doesn't count. This is actual tangible. Like, people lost money. That's kind of a big deal. That cost you something. You didn't like what I said about another influencer, so what? But this is something that's actually serious. Like, it's actually serious, and I think it deserves an apology. So I'm going to do it. I apologize. And I would advise people out there to not throw your money away on that. And I would advise the rest of the influencers out there that, hey, if I'm willing to apologize for this, and all of you should do the same. Like, stop making money on this stuff. Quit selling it. Quit putting your name on it. Other than maybe protein powders, Protein powders. And people say, well, why protein powders? Because they're food. They're just food. Keep in mind, they're food that would go to waste. Like, whey protein is going to exist anyways. Whether we choose to consume it or not, it's still going to exist as long as cheese is manufactured. So unless you get rid of the cheese industry, you're going to have a ton of whey, tons of it. So we're just using a pre-existing food that's going to already exist, a protein that's already going to exist. We're making it palatable, adding some flavors and stuff to it. I don't have an issue with that. It makes sense. They're at least utilizing something that would go to waste anyways. So that's a good thing. So I think that one's a little bit different until we come to the point that they say, oh, it turns out we only need 50 grams of protein a day to maximize muscle, which I don't think we're going to see that. I don't think that's going to happen. Cross my fingers. So yeah, but again, it's about righting the ship. It's about righting the ship. And when we do something, even with good intentions, it causes harm. I think at the very least, we owe an apology to people. So again, I want to apologize. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative. And I'll talk to you guys next time.